Saint Joan of Arc, Maid of Orleans, France. In 1425, through divine intervention, Saint Joan of Arc was asked to help Charles VII of France by requesting to head his army to gain his land and his crown back. With much difficulty, Saint Joan of Arc became the commander-in-chief and a general of an army at the tender age of 17. She had led a successful French force that drove the English troops out of Orleans. St. Joan could neither read or write. She never studied law, nor had she ever rode a horse. She did know her catechism of the Catholic Church, her prayers, and the fabulous histories of the saints, and this was all her learning. She was once asked, "Are you afraid to go into battle?" And she said, "No, I was made for such a time as this." Joan led and fought many battles and won the land and crown back for the king. When she was asked by the king what she wanted after she gained these victories, she only asked for the people of her village not to be taxed, and it was granted for over 300 years. She asked to go home to her family, but sadly she was never allowed and died as a martyr. She was a faithful servant to God to the very end and is now a very popular and admirable saint in church history. Saint Joan of Arc in New Orleans, Louisiana. On St. Joan's birthday, January 6th, there is an annual parade which began in 2009 in the French Quarter called Croix de Jeanne d'Arc. It is also the beginning of Mardi Gras season. A French sculptor, Emmanuel Fermat, in the 1800s, cast the current statue that is proudly displayed on the median called the Place de France in the French Quarter, or the French Market. She was held in the French warehouse until a New York company bought the warehouse in 1958 and shipped the statue to New Orleans. She sat in a warehouse in New Orleans for 14 years while the city struggled to pay its $36,000 price tag. Eventually, the King of France paid her ransom in 1962, but she did not emerge onto the streets of New Orleans until 1972. Saint Joan of Arc, pray for us.